If we're looking into the future, it seems that more and more baby products are going to become smarter and smarter. We've already seen things like the Snoo and the Cradle Wise, which are smart bassinets, which can attune to your baby's crying and make decisions about how to bounce or rock them from there. But we're also really getting into the market of smart monitors and smart things like the owlette that go around your baby's foot or sock. So I want to start a series that's going to talk more about these smart products because a lot of parents are on the fence about them and they're not sure if they should be going with kind of these smarter products that could open up some other potential problems, or if this is something that's the way of the future and we really want to hop on this bandwagon to be able to get as much information about our children as possible. So I have a couple thoughts that I'm going to save to the end, but today I wanted to talk about the Minu Pro monitor. So this is a smart baby monitor that does use Wi-Fi to be able to connect and let you have access, but it's actually a really cool one that I found at a recent baby expo. So I want to talk about this because if you are in the market for a smart monitor, this should definitely be one that you are checking out to put on your list. So what I really liked about this is it's just the monitor. It doesn't have a bracelet or a sock like some of the other things, but it can track live breathing, sleep tracking, and a bunch of other things. So there's a whole list of functions that it has that I'm going to talk about in a second, but I really like the fact that it doesn't have anything that's going to go on baby, which could potentially irritate their skin, which could potentially give us some false readings that could fall off, anything like that. So it does protect a little bit of the integrity of the actual thing that's being tracked. There's a little bit less likelihood for mistakes, but of course with any smart product, there is going to be a curve where we are still going to get some things that go wrong because nothing is perfect. But I do like the fact that it's just all being tracked from kind of above. It's nothing that physically goes onto your baby that again could irritate their skin or anything like that. So it does have live breathing tracking, it has sleep tracking, it tracks temp and humidity, which I know for parents is always something that's really hard to be able to understand because you could set a temperature in the house, but then it may not be that room specific. So this is really able to dial in what specific temperature is it over your baby's crib or bassinet. It does have lullabies and sound, so a little bit of a sound machine action, movement detector, two-way talk, which when it comes to older children, you will learn if you've watched my other videos that I love that feature because it can give them the sense of that security and that support without you ever physically having to leave your bed. It can tell you when your baby is asleep versus awake. It has night vision, so you can get a really crystal clear picture of exactly what they're doing in that crib. It's wearable free, like I said, which I love, and crypto security, which again, that is something that is so important nowadays because we want to ensure that our children are safe and that there's no one else that's able to gain access to it so they can take a peek at what your little one is doing. There's also a couple of different ways that it can be used. You can either have the floor stand, which they were so kind and also sent me, so you can use the floor stand, or you are able to just attach it with a wall mount kit, which I don't have to show you because I like the floor stands. I think that they, no drilling, no fuss, no math that I have to do is definitely a plus for me. So if you were interested, there are some additional features where they have a wider field of vision, so you don't have to kind of play around. I know with the monitors that I use, sometimes I had to move the camera as my kids were sleeping and you could hear the little as the camera was moving, but this way you can just have a full bird's eye view to see them. It has an ambient light monitor, an LED light that's adjustable, enhanced night vision, and then just talks a little bit more about the science, the Wi-Fi support, the 8-core processor, those kinds of things that some people might really be into, but I'm not particularly into the whole science and all of that stuff. I just want to know that it works. So I got to meet someone that works for them and they were really amazing. I got to see exactly how it works at the expo. So it was just really something that as I was looking into it, I was amazed by the technology and just how clear the picture was and how much information they could gain from it. So if you are in the market for a monitor, if you are thinking about getting a new monitor because the one that you have isn't working out, or you are expecting and starting to build your baby registry, this is definitely something that you want to be able to check out. And if you live in the Boston area, I am more than happy when I come do either newborn overnights or any sleep training to bring this with me so we can set it up and you can see exactly how it functions in your home and if it would be a good option for you. So I'm going to link it down below just in the top of the description so you can see more information on their website. But if you do have questions and want to be able to test this in your home and you live in the Boston area, all you have to do is comment on this video and say, I want to test, and then we'll be able to set something up. So thank you so much. Let me know in the comments too any other products that you were wondering about, if you want me to compare to smart monitors, if there's any other products you're like, I really want to know a sleep consultant's perspective of this, because I do have a lot of other videos that families really love to know, like what is kind of the science and the use behind this. Is this actually good sleep for my baby or is it not? Because marketing can be so good nowadays. So pop any other products that you're wondering about in the comments, and I will be sure to make videos about those as soon as I possibly can. And I will see you in my next video. Safe sleep and sweet dreams for now.